May he who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless the fighters of the Israel Defense Forces who stand guard over our land from the border of Lebanon to the desert of Egypt and from the Great Sea unto the approach of the Arava, on the land, in the air, and on the sea. May the Almighty cause the enemies who rise up against us to be struck down before them. May the Holy One, blessed be he, preserve and rescue our fighters from every trouble and distress and from every plague and illness. And may he send blessing and success to their every endeavor. And may there be fulfilled for them the verse, they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And let us say amen. May he who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless and protect the hostages amongst our brethren, the house of Israel, who are placed in trouble and in captivity. We are praying on their behalf. May the Holy One, blessed be he, have compassion upon them and bring them out from darkness and the shadow of death. May he break their bonds, deliver them from distress, and bring them safely back to their families' embrace. And let us say amen. Thank you so much. Please be seated. I have no words of wisdom this evening. Each of us has been struggling for more than 4 weeks since our world was shattered in so many ways and places. We are all traumatized. We are all worried about our families, our friends, our community, and the Jewish people. We are all in pain. At JFCS on Monday, October 9th, we went to work in a state of shock with heavy hearts. Many of our staff have children and grandchildren living in Israel, and almost everyone has a direct connection to at least one soldier serving in the IDF. But this tragedy did not eradicate our years of experience, our training, our expertise, our dedication to supporting those facing trauma. We knew that we had to spring into action because we are the safety net for our community, the place where our most vulnerable find solace and support regularly, and now they would need us more than ever. Thus, we began to plan and strategize about how best to care for our community in the wake and reality of this newest unbelievable catastrophe that honestly makes a global pandemic seem so simple and benign. Our care managers checked in with our senior citizens, prioritizing our more than 300 Holocaust survivors to see how they were coping. Our clinicians reached out to our most at-risk clinical clients. Agency-wide, all of our department heads and social workers plan to provide additional support for anyone in need. And of course, all of our business as usual continued, with our staff, as always, stepping up to the task, but now with an added level of consciousness and anxiety. In collaboration with our federation, the JCC on the Palisades, our schools and synagogues, support groups are being offered across the community. At JFCS, we are keeping up with the dramatic increase in requests for psychotherapy, and we are tracking and assessing social service needs that are emerging as families come here from Israel seeking safety. Under normal circumstances, JFCS stands strong to support anyone in the community who needs help in the areas of mental health and social services. I am so proud of our growing impact on our unique and precious Jewish community, home to an estimated 100,000 Jewish people in Bergen County alone, and one of the largest Israeli-American communities in the US, in our Northern Valley. Now, children come to their therapy appointments with fear at the top of their minds, some needing to process the feeling of being hated by those who they thought were their friends. Parents don't know how to comfort their children and make them feel safe. Holocaust survivors are in disbelief and worried about the future of their children and grandchildren. I suspect that each of us in this room is experiencing fear and anxiety and confusion that is different from ever before. We are all wondering how best to manage these overwhelming feelings. For me personally, as the child of Holocaust survivors, the intergenerational trauma that I carry has never been quite like this. But I am here tonight to say clearly and without hesitation that our JFCS team will do everything humanly possible to care for and heal our community, child by child, person by person, family by family. Now more than ever, our northern New Jersey community must be strong, unified, and deliberate so that we can persevere and so that we can support each other, Israel, and the Jewish people. Of course, our work wouldn't happen without our incredible JFCS staff team. In every department at all levels, each of our staff reflects true dedication to our mission, and I am gushing with pride about them all the time. Please help me to recognize them and their tireless and selfless work, and there are many of them in this room, so please help me. I want to thank our JFCS Board of Directors, and I think we have almost 100% attendance tonight, the visionary and compassionate leaders who have facilitated our dramatic growth. Each of you should feel responsible for shepherding our JFCS to a place of strength, clarity, and total preparedness to be here for all who come through our proverbial doors. Please help me thank my board of directors. And of course, I want to thank our honorees, Rachel. I am so grateful to you for everything, but mostly for our friendship. It's forever. To Andrew, Irv, Dan, where is ShopRite? There you are. And the entire ShopRite family. Thank you for your more than generous support, for your consistent and wonderful support of our agency at all times. More later for all of you. People are suffering all over the planet. They are especially suffering in Israel. There are also children, adults, and seniors who are suffering right here in our neighborhoods. Our business at JFCS is healing and caring and compassion. I like to think that the commodity we are best at cultivating and sharing is hope. Thank you all for being here, for supporting JFCS, and for enabling us to help those who need us to always find hope. It is now my honor to introduce the president of JFCS, Sima Kern.